I mean, confrontation is the nature of this business, all right? You know, it's about telling other people why your opinion is better, all right? Rookie, thank you for the tier 1.
By the holy light, what to do?
All right.
Time waits for no one.
Throw the game, thank you for the prime. Why do you Divine Shield versus Druid? I don't, probably because they have a low MMR. That's the real answer. All right. So, throw the game, thank you for the prime. I think certain people are like, just I don't know. I am kind of wired for confrontation, but just in a different way. Like I kind of have like the opinion of like people can believe whatever they want. I'm just gonna think they're an idiot, you know. That's how I view things. I think I talked to Jay about this, and like if people, for example, if people are playing bad decks, like if people are doing something stupid, I'm like, it's your life, dude. You know, like that's my general view. Where I think like, especially also in Hearthstone, if someone's doing something stupid, what does that mean for me? That means if someone's doing something stupid, what was I gonna say? That means it's like a profitable opportunity for me to beat them, right? Like, so I used to play poker. And in poker, if you tell your opponent to stop doing something stupid, you're basically getting rid of your money, right? Like the people doing stupid stuff pay your bills. So like it's like the cardinal sin to like lecture the newbie on what they did wrong. Like I get people, pro players get really mad at like the players who think they're pro players when they do that. You know, it's a competitive game. You know, so yeah, that's generally the point of view in the poker world. So I often write for different reasons. I just feel this like a need to write, but I don't expect to change people's minds. It's like it's often more just like it's more to just to fight for influence, which is kind of fun, right? Like it's kind of fun to fight for influence in the influence space, you know. But yeah, but what would chat? Link me the drama. Link me the drama. I want to know. Can that come off as pretentious? Probably. I don't know. Oh, okay. So people are just making up drama here. Chat, dude, Hearthstone drama is so tame nowadays. You know, used to be so much more intense. Inner focusing for the 3 months. What's happening? Oh, I heard Magic Find's really OP. That's the only thing I've really heard. Oh, I did hear about that. I did hear about that actually, yeah. If I die here, chat. Chatter got a cheater got, yeah. So guys, my songs one last time. Maybe not today. Early access, please understand. Look, I have no problem with Path of Exile 2. I have a problem that I can't play Path of Exile 1 because of Path of Exile 2. Like, that's where I'm mad at them, alright? Because, like, I am like, hey, you got bugs? But I would like to go play Path of Exile 1. You know? Like, when Artifact has, like, bugs, I go play Hearthstone, alright? They lost my business. When Path has bugs, I can't go play Path of 1 because they deleted it. You know? Bullshit! But yeah. Chat, don't get me wrong. Artifact's gonna be huge. No! That's so bad. I'm probably dead now. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, corporations lying. Like, what else is new? Bro. It's winter. Like, I want to go play some PoE 1, you know? But whatever, dude. Okay, chat, so... Got denied a drug, yeah. And... No, you, I think you still get cosmetics and stuff, but I mean, they're probably different. No, there's, you get your stash tabs. You get to keep those. I think there's different cosmetics, but. But, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Well, like, I'm not really addicted anymore. Like, it's like they got me to get unhooked. But I don't know. So, chat, I'm in this like weird. I'm in this weird space where like. So I'm like 4 days into keto, and so I have no energy at the gym. Right, I have no energy at the gym, but for some reason, like I have great energy when I'm streaming. And I have great energy when I'm at Sex Cult. But like throughout the day, I'm just exhausted. I'm waking up, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, like making food, going to the gym, like showering, all that stuff. But like when I'm doing the when I'm doing the things that are like really important, I have tons of energy doing the important things. So I don't know. You think so, ZBD? Like yeah. But I do feel like this pulling. It's not like depression. It's just kind of tired. But and I haven't lost weight yet. I'm at the same weight. So I'm a little like, but it's only been 4 days. So I don't know. We'll see if it goes. What about XR and says swipe? That's what VS thinks. You can try it out. Report back, Tugi. That's kind of what I want, ZBD. I don't know. I have noticed like, yeah. I mean, this is why I don't do keto normally, because it's weird though. Like some things, it probably is mild depression. But I don't know. I don't feel like that. I don't know. I was depressed this time last year, 2 years ago, and I was also depressed in like March of last year after me and my girlfriend broke up. Those were like deep depressions, dude. Those were like, oh, pain. Like this is not that bad. This is more like, man, I just hope this. It's more just like you'd rather, I don't know. Is keto even healthy? It's debatable. There are more healthy diets, but I think the healthiness of keto is the simplicity. It's easy to do for me. Other diets are technically more complex. Yeah. So yeah, I also have this like, I'm not hungry, but I have like, it's weird at certain times of the day. It's like, that's what I wanted. Nice. I'm not hungry, but what was I gonna say? I have this like, you take out a lot of if you go in family just to even talk to. I need to get a new primary care doctor, and my insurance has been really like, yeah, you're not gonna get a primary care doctor. Like, I called some up and I don't know what to do because I have like, I have crap, like I don't have like good, I'm in a corporation insurance. I have whatever insurance, so it's kind of a weird situation. It's not that useful. Yeah. So I don't know. I've just like, they're things that I need to do. Every time you need a doctor, probably cheaper, probably not, but
Keep it together. Keep it together.
that is funny. All right, chat. This hand is awkward.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me. Keep it together. Keep it together.
I don't know what Med Express is, but
Delightful. Take a load off. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
Oh, I had. That's what I've done when I've gone. I've gone to, yeah, basically something like that. So yeah. So it's fine for like oh, you have you know, you're like sick. They give you some medicine, but it's, I ultimately probably should have. Wait, son of a gun, shit. This is bad.
Time is running out.
Like I either need to. Wait, am I dead? No way. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah. So, Chad, I want to let you guys know. Wait, I forgot to put exclamation point coaching in the. I'm doing coaching at the beginning of the stream. I already got people booked for Tuesday for one student at the beginning of the stream. Wait, oh crap, dude, I gotta get that. So I don't know if you guys saw on my Twitter. But yeah, so dude, I'm looking at my income right now and I'm making poverty level money. All right, it's real bad because January like January yeah, dude, I made oh man, it's real bad. Because ads just don't pay anything right now. Basically, so so what decks you'll be coaching? You'll just ask you probably if you want me to coach you on Cycle Rogue. That's probably the one I probably don't recommend. All right. That's probably, yeah. I haven't played that. Any tempo deck. Yeah. So the coaching thing below is out of date. All right. But anyways, yeah, I'll be doing so right now. Ads, well, Christmas happened and then everybody stopped spending money. All right, it's brutal. So yeah, so it's $40 an hour, but if you book a 2-hour session and you're a subscriber, so let's say you can let's say for example Turd Ferguson wanted coaching, and it has 2 years of subscribing, you get $20 off. All right. For the first session. So minimum 2-hour session. No, 2-hour session is the only one you can get a discount. You can do an hour, you can do an hour and a half. I think hour and a half. If you're not doing an hour and a half on a first time session, you usually run out of time because there's just too much to talk about with a new student. Usually you're making too many mistakes. With like long-term students, you need less time because you're kind of just like. But I'm not really looking to do long-term students. I'm just doing students between now and the mini set, which I believe is rumored to come out by Zeddy January 23rd. So I just kind of want to do some coaching now. I mean, my stream's doing fine. It's Twitch that's screwing me over. Like Hearthstone's fine for me. So this is my chance for Legend. So yeah. You message me on Discord. See if I get and I'm paying attention to my message requests. All right, you can do it on Twitter too. Can you coach on poker? I wouldn't be very valuable on poker. I'm not. I am the kind of like poker player to get top 200 of the meme deck that no one else knows how to play, but I don't actually have like Rockstar fun. Like I don't have a hyper optimized game A lot of poker, I had like a lot of the concepts, but like things weren't truly like optimized. If that makes sense. But yeah, I wasn't like a world-class poker. I was a very good live cash game player at exploiting the very good at that. And I'm very good. I'm a pretty good heads up player too. I would make money online just playing heads up sit and goes. But because then I could just focus on one person. But like you shouldn't hire, like it'd be a waste of money to hire for me as coach in poker. Like I haven't played in 10 years regularly, so good for you, no hands. Yeah. Chad, I just got to start my own coin. Call it no ho coin, all right, or no ha coin. Well, so, but yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I think I have students for Tuesday and Wednesday already booked. But get in now because I just want to do about like 2 hours a day. So if it fills up, it fills up, you know. So if you've been wanting, and I'd say, you know, there are lots of other coaches who are very good players. So you know, you can obviously, you know, if you like somebody else, but if you like my over explains, that's what I do really well. So if you like my over explain section and you've gotten value out of that, I think I'm a very good investment. Where if you listen to my over explain segment and you're like, this is stupid, like you probably shouldn't hire me. That's kind of the kind of person. If you just want me to tell you what to do and not explain it, I'm the wrong guy for you. So have you thought about doing arena streams? I'm sure they would. It's just there's just I do arena streams sometimes in like wild during different oh, I love this one, during different times of the year, but there's just only so much you can do. So Supernova Mage, I played it once. We low world our Supernovas 3 times in a row, and I was like, screw this deck. Super Mage was doing well for a while. It looks like its win rate really tanked, but it was doing okay for a while. One. Wait, does anyone actually have the Rarin drama? Let's see. How an expansion almost killed Hearthstone. Okay, here we go. One day ago. Dude, let's see. Dude, I hated United and Stormwind though.
Arcane magic.
I should watch this. I'll watch this tomorrow. Because I do hate United and Stormwind. I didn't see any drama. Oh, okay. Dude, chat just comes to me and they like overhype drama all the time. He's talking about this expansion, not Stormwind. I mean, this expansion is actually great. It's just, well, starships are great. He was not a fan of the video. The zero data. Oh, that was Jay's point. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the influencer way, right? You know.
Keep on banning.
It's I mean, it's hard to get facts on. It's hard to get facts on like, do people like this? You know. It's usually you just kind of like, hey, I feel like people like control decks and hate aggro, you know? Source, trust me, bro. That's what I do, you know? I do have my my heuristics, so when anyone makes a Blood Death Knight video on YouTube, it does really well. And whenever I make like, play this aggro deck to legend, it's like 2,000 views. The guy's gotta eat. So let me chat. Should we watch it and react to it? We could do that.
Witness true arcane magic.
Chat, should we react to wait, what's it?
How enigmatic.
Viewer ads just ban me. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I should just like lower the ads as much as possible, but there's no shoot. Pocket was, dude. I teach Pocket about like board tension, you know, so it's a very advanced concept.
I love heights.
Mm. To change it each month for you. So to give you an impression, I'm making about 5 times less on ads than I was in like the height of like November. Now November also does really well, right? But it's like, so it's like if you just lose 80% of your money, it's you start to worry, you know. So dude, it does feel like that. I'm one guy. I don't have like Chad, I used to say my boy Hassan, but now I've realized he's ruined my living. I don't actually know. Yeah, it does happen every year. So I'm not catastrophizing. I'm just trying to make some extra money in January. So I'm offering value. If you find that value interesting, if you would like a coaching session and you have the money, I recommend it. If you don't, that's fine too. All right. You can also watch some of the coaching sessions and maybe you learn something from that. Bro, this is like illegal. Oh God, what do I do here, chat? You know what I do here? I think I launch. Then I can go hydration station the next turn. No, we'll see. Does he use both dubious purchases? What would it be? I would react to my initial chronic pain better, and the stuff I know now, I might have had like 2 or 3 years of chronic pain instead of 10 years of like debilitating chronic pain. So yeah, this just the stuff I know about chronic pain now, I might have had a lot less. I took your money, sorry. So yeah, you guys don't have to feel sorry for me. Like I'm in this business, right? This business is very volatile. 1 month you make money, another month you lose money. That's the nature of being an entrepreneur, right? But I'm trying to make some money so I don't have to like see my bank account disappear in a month. So, you know, you don't, so yeah, that's all it is. Dude. Laughing at all. Dude, all the times have changed. Do you receive disability? No. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm F tier. Just become a crypto guy? Dude, crypto's great if you guess the right cryptos, you know? But if you guess the wrong cryptos, like that's why it's like people love it. But dude, I haven't done any research. So. Dumb, yeah, dude. What could go wrong? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. People really want. Okay, we'll do it during the queue times because the queue times are ridiculous here. All right, let me get this ready. Okay. We're just gonna do it during the queue times. I'm not gonna like make this into like a video. So all right. This let me get this a little more. I'm gonna turn on. Expansion almost killed Hearthstone, dude. Like my bias is like, I'm already on his side.
Malfurion versus Sir Finley.
Look what the tide's doing.
I must protect the wild.
Yeah, all right. We'll continue after this game. I mean, he's already kind of he's making things like like simplifier, like the designers, like it's just obvious what's a good game and what's not. It's not easy to make a fun game. You know, it's not easy to make new content. You know, it certainly sells. Common sense solutions are, you know, in politics are always good. When you say like, obviously this was, you know, obviously this wasn't gonna work, right? But I mean, I hated United Stormwind. I think it's a lesson to learn. There's lots of lessons to learn from United Stormwind. But I mean, you know, it's not necessary. I don't necessarily think it's obvious. So make fun cards and get them all for free. Why did they try that? Yeah. I mean, dude, Chad, I should be like, okay, make an investment channel, but I only go over old investments and I say like how obviously these companies were gonna fail, and obviously people shouldn't have done this. It'll be great, and I can always like say things and be smart, because I'm always just like in hindsight, you know. But I act like I knew it going into it, you know. And then what I could do is I just say vague things all the time, so that I never like. Yeah, I do remember South Park. It's awesome. Can you charge this? Yes, but I mean, it's you mean do the exact thing you do when you stream and post it on YouTube? Yeah. If they did it out, so Pocket, I literally was already hating Warlock after I created it. So before they even nerfed it, I started to hate my own creation. It's the only deck that I've ever made that I started to hate. Like, I remember already feeling depressed playing Warlock. I was like, why am I not having fun? This is the deck I made. That's how much I hated that expansion. All right, it's the only deck that I ever made that I truly hated. All right. I just remember feeling so dead inside that expansion. Just like this emptiness. But I did like Garrote Rogue. But you can't play Garrote Rogue every day. It's exhausting. Garrote Rogue was like the... If it wasn't for Garrote Rogue, United Stormwind would truly have been like the worst thing in human history. But Garrote Rogue is like... was a gem. Alright? In a forest of destruction. Alright? Dude, I'm so dead here. Bro. Dude, how am I getting so wrecked today? This is where Bob would be nice, right? I don't even know what to do here. Like, what am I drawing for here? Like, what am I hoping for? I don't know. Mind control tech is actually kind of decent, but I think I'm still just losing here. Quest OTK was United Stormwind. Is it still viable? Yeah, it's a viable deck. I don't know how good it is, but it's viable. Alright. Chat, I'm just losing quickly. Chat, you know, just losing quickly and having nothing you could do, and no minimum interaction, sounds like a great expansion that we're gonna watch a video on. Dude, he's not gonna kill me? What's going on here? We have to tag with this first, right? What? Did they bug out? Change decks? We could change decks, but I like this deck. So, taking a screenshot. Wait, it looks like he's hovering over things. What the heck happened? The naughty TC out. Dude, I'll take it. I need it, chat. My rank is not going anywhere. Alright. Wait, they're just pure BM, dude. I thought I was getting DC out of there. Think the older players didn't like Stormwind? That's where the money is. Dude, Stormwind, I could tell you why I hated it. It just was all tempo and no value. Like, everything is about killing your opponent as fastly and as efficiently as possible, which is probably why Jay likes it. I hated it so much. It's everything I hate about the game. Anyways. Oh, dude, he's using my, dude, Vern knows he's board touching. He's using my favorite word. All right. A bit louder. Okay, I'll turn it up. So let's talk about United Stormwind. United Stormwind was so bad that you had to always kill off your own stuff because you didn't want to give targets so people could your quest. That's how good removal were and how pointless, like, literally playing minions made you lose the game. Like, what kind of trash thing is that? All right, like, yeah, that was United Stormwind in the opening. Like, you have to not play things because you're like, oh, if I play things, the quest mage gets their quest down, and the quest mage had no problem stopping your board. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, power creep, dude. People love power creep, like saying the power creep. I don't take power creep that seriously. Like it's, but I sped it up. I sped it up because I'm impatient. We're at 1.25. All right. Yeah. Wait, they threw. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I think this is something different players really disagree. I like variance in win conditions. Some players like very defined win conditions. Um, you know, even I don't know. It's more course sucked. Yeah, I do think it does seem a little disingenuous, but yeah. So I mean, you have to sell a narrative of like, oh, quests were great, but one quest ruined it all. I don't know. Like, I mean, but Quest Rogue certainly is incredibly polarizing deck. It had lots of 90-10 matchups. So and you know, you're up against a classic control warlock. You would just win almost 100% of the time unless they messed up. You know, but I understand that this is what sells YouTube videos, you know, like having like nuance takes time, and by then people have clicked on like cat videos. So I mean, I do think he's right, like of that the non-uniformity of card games. Now, how much you need of that, but like is that we have like makes things a lot of variation, so you win in different ways, you lose in different ways. um you know, when you, so there's truth to that. You know, does that mean Quest Rogue is bad? I actually loved Quest Rogue, so it was like it was my third deck that I ever got top 100 legend. So yeah, I mean, you're also dying to aggro the same way every time. Like, oh, they get make a board to go Leroy. Uh, it's so you know, I'm not necessarily against that. So, but but I do think, you know, quests do make, you know, the game a lot more one dimensional. So what I don't like is bad. Yeah. So yeah, I see that. You say that, and then we have games going to get timers. So I mean, this is just a quest reward that's not good. Now they have Sargeras now, which is like this, and it's actually very good, right? Um, so I mean, I also hate United and Stormwind, but I mean, he's more. Um, I mean, it's explaining why someone likes things or doesn't like things is incredibly difficult. Especially you have to make a case. So look at the top left. Oh, it's Jay Alexander. Oh, that's hilarious. Playing Rogue. All right. I I started right after Journey of Ngoro, so I don't have good opinions on the expansion. I started during Frozen Throne, so yeah. I mean, I don't think he made this case of like this is unhealthy, strong plus consistent. Um, I think it's a little more. it takes more to say that. I do think though. I think there's a it does seem like with quests and odd and even. I actually like the consistency of like even paladin of being able to open the same way every time. But that was in my very like hyper mechanical phase. I don't mind like the uniform openings. I more don't like the uniform endings. I like the game ending differently. Why is this? So I don't know. It's just kind of like he gave some examples and opinions, and he says, well, this is like it's all like unhealthy for the. I love the health language, right? It's like, oh, playing quest rogue ruined by cholesterol, dude. Like everyone says that, right? But you say a few things and then you be like that, like the funny thing is I don't necessarily even disagree with him on like what I like. I just his case is kind of like, all right, like. So the insane polarization is more, I think, 90-10s decks tend to feel pretty bad. I think 70-30 is an optimal. Right now we have lots of. I think we're actually not polarized enough right now. I do think the 90-10s are a lot. But Hearthstone was in the past was largely balanced by polarization. So if you have a ton of polarizing decks, you don't need as many balance changes because if there's a really good, like if there's the best deck in the game, I play a deck that has an 80-20 against it, and that deck might have another deck that has 80-20 against it. So you have all these 80-20s, and you get to some proportion where it's like 35% this, and so balance happens very naturally if you have heavy polarization. But if you don't have heavy polarization, so like the rogue metas where rogue was so OP, it like rogue wasn't just had like a 55% matchup against everything. 55% isn't that crazy. So like nothing feels that terrible, but when you're 55% against everything, that's kind of like when rogue has been OP. It's been a lot been like that because rogue's kind of a less polarized class. I mean, so even like he says quests are fun when it works. Like, all right, like these are just like very yeah. So I see what you're saying. Like, I don't know where he's. These are just very subjective opinions. But like you said, so I agree with Jay. Like he's kind of stating like the fact. And like I said, this is YouTube. This is content creation. Like I get it. But I'm also content creator, so I get to say there's no nuance here. Like so. Anyways. I also like this expansion. This was a great. I like this expansion a lot until the Dooms in the Tomb, but yeah, this was a great one. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know about the 2 mana. I think the idea of upgrading your hero power can be cool in that um, it makes it so. What does I say? It makes it when you upgrade your hero power. So one of the big problems that they're trying to move away from in the game was games that like both players ran out of resources and you just had this boring like I play something, and both players ran out of value. So this is the idea of kind of like it's kind of the idea of like researching nukes. So you have defender's advantage, and then at some point you get something that ups the power level of the game, which makes it so somebody inevitably is going to come kill each other. So, but yeah, I do think I like these quests a lot. So it's actually interesting. I do like a lot of these quests. Like I remember a lot of these decks I think were a lot of fun. It's a good. I mean, it just was a like. I mean, not as great of a quest, but anyways. Well, I love this deck. This deck got me into Grandmasters, by the way, chat. When it was bad, like when it was bad and not like this deck is like why I'm here today. You know, like this. What I mean, yeah. So this is what I mean. He's just saying every deck was great except for the one no hands loves. Druid abuser. Wait, dude, I love this deck, dude. This is actually making me miss this expansion. I forgot all these cards. Like this is a great expansion. Right. Why I made it Hearthstone? Oh, but the Mally list, I gotcha. I played the non-Mally list. Yeah, it's not as bad as you saying. Like I remember there are ways you could scan that deck. But yeah. So, when you. Sometimes I kind of feel like he's like, hey, quests are great until they make one that's good, and then that ruins everything. Like, that's what it kind of feels like, you know? It's like, oh, you know, hey, you know, I loved all these quests, like the, what's the Paladin one, where the Kaleidosaur, like, oh, these quests are great until one actually is playable, you know? Like, anyways, all right. I gotta... Yeah, the Druid one's fine. All right, like get this like nonsense, this anti-equestrian nonsense out of here. Anyways, so quest lines are like a great idea that ended up sucking, but like I really still like the idea. Like it's something to try out, right? I still hated them, but like I think they're a cool idea. Like you get these intermediate power spikes, right? But I mean, he's right about that. Like, dude, there was like no board in United Stormwind. Like, you had to kill off your own stuff so you wouldn't help them complete the quest. It was such garbage. It was so miserable. It was such terrible. Like, I'm playing against Demon Hunter and I accidentally play a minion. Oh no, they complete their quest. Now I lose. Oh, I didn't. I played a minion for this, and you had to keep your own minions, to kill your own minions so you could complete your quest. I hated it so much. Oh my god, like it was so bad. Anyways, did you like I think it's more complicated than like board didn't matter. It was like wrong for like the suspension was miserable for like multiple reasons. But yeah, it was very like it was hyper like killing the board. You know, yeah. I mean, aggro priest was good, but there's always I don't know. I still, yeah. I mean, I do think the like everyone had such good control tools, right? They had really good control tools and they had really good burn lethality. So, and playing minions actually, but it was Trog. Yeah. So like there were these like, these polarizing things that you could do. Yeah. The fun deck. So, but yeah, so Trog was definitely there. So, but so many matchups were just like zero board, killing off your own stuff. Yeah, but I don't know. It was oh dude, I love Snowfall Guardian. Dude, like people say Snowfall Guardian didn't make the board matter. I love Snowfall Guardian. Oh, like that's I disagree on like so many like it's just like I feel like so many content creators just hate everything that's good. Like that's what I feel like sometimes. They're just like, oh, this one's I lost a game to Snowfall Guardian where I hate specific things that are good. All right, like yeah, so that's the idea. And I think it's totally valid of like you are playing mainly about being hyper efficient and the game isn't like most of your decisions aren't you interacting with your opponent's decisions. They're you just like getting to your win condition as fast as possible. So I mean I like haha you're an idiot. Yeah, dude, I hated this quest so badly. Dude, I literally, this quest was so evil. Like, this quest was my least favorite out of all of them. It was utterly miserable. Oh my god. Like, I hated this quest so much. I hated playing against this deck. Oh my god, dude. You know, like, it doesn't matter what he said before. Like, I'm on board. I hate Quest Mage with a burning passion. Like, this deck is so 2 mana Wildfire. I forgot about that. I mean, he's just gonna say this card's strong and therefore it's bad. It's like more like this gameplay is terrible. It's like I can't play minions because you're gonna easily remove them. So like if I play minions, I die. If I don't melee minions, I die. And like oh god, like I still just hate this deck so much. It's so evil. But like he's just gonna say it's strong. That's why it's bad. But it's more complicated than that. Like but. Yep, and that's the whole theme of United Stormwind is once you get this quest down, you're gonna die. Like you can't play a defense, which is one of the reasons I hated it so much. I like playing defense. I like fighting for this. So it's you know it's I think I wasn't Ignite. Actually, I liked Ignite in theory, but in practice I didn't like it. But yeah. So what was I gonna say? Um, you can't play defense. It just like so you can't kill them fast enough because they get their quests. Like it just this deck was such misery. Like I hated playing against this deck. Even when you win, you feel bad. Like that's how bad it was. So they're going in. Yeah, I'm glad he picked the least fun quest, which is Mage. It was so unfun. Like it's a good example. Like it's so unfun, and he's right. It wasn't even that OP relative to the other quests. It just was so I hated that. Like, I hated that deck. I hated the way the gameplay that deck incentivized. Oh my god, I hated it so much. Yep. So because it's so reliable to kill your opponents, you can't play defense. So it just became all races, which is with the kind of Hearthstone I hate. So he's touching on the right point. Like, there's defense just isn't good enough during United Stormwind. You can't play defense. You can't play control. It's just all offense. And even aggro offense doesn't work. Like, board offense is all like, there were some aggro board decks to counter stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's I still, I mean, this is like, I think in a nerf state, but I still just hated the gameplay. Like, hated this gameplay of just all offense. I like a value based back and forth where you have to hold back resources. So like Demon Hunter, OTK Demon Hunter, you had to often like save your Morg, right? Save your this. Then the questline OTK Demon Hunter came around, and all of a sudden, it was a thing where like you didn't have to like you could just waste resources and still do like 100 damage. So completely just changed the style where it was kind of a resource based OTK deck where you had to be like, you know, pay up, like, do I play around a Lucia? Do I dump this hand? Do I remove this board? But now if I top deck Il'gynoth, now I can't win the next turn. I really enjoy. I didn't fully enjoy, but like I respected that kind of OTK gameplay, and then it just became just hyper. Resources don't matter. Just get to your win condition as fast as possible. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think there's something to be said for that. Of like, I should be able to play like some shitty off meta deck I have and get a 47% win rate. You know, I think that's a reasonable thing to be able to make some like, you know, I put some cards together. I have this. I think that's a reasonable goal. Now, should the shitty off meta deck be like top tier competitive? But I do think in United Stormwind, your shitty off meta decks had like a 36%, like would have just, they just wouldn't be able to win a game, you know? Where it used to be you could kind of like put 30 crappy cards together. Now you got that back with like Renthal metas, right? Which I know a lot of people hate, but you could like with Highlander metas and Renthal metas, you can kind of put 30 shitty cards together and have a 48% win rate, which I enjoy and a lot of players enjoy, but you definitely couldn't do that during United Stormwind. So I mean, he's showing wild, so here, but yeah. I mean, Grow Rogue was super interesting, but it was a very much of a race, right? But there was a ton of interesting decisions with Grow Rogue. It was very hard. Most players would never put the time to be good enough to really enjoy that deck, which is a criticism of it, right? Like, if you're not a top 20 legend level Grow Rogue player, you're probably not going to have fun with the deck. which so for majority of players, they're not gonna like enjoy that. But for the elites, I still think like an amazingly enjoyable deck, very rewarding. So you know, so I do, you know, I think he's touching up on some right things and touching up on some things that are just like, hey, this deck wins caves, but the like offenses win every game. You can't defend, right? That creates a just hyper race meta, which was United Stormwind. When you don't have like defenses, yeah. So there are lots of decisions. Yeah. So and like timing on your field contacts, timing on your cold neophytes. Still a race. It still is hyper race, and I still don't like the hyper raceness of that meta. But so you know, kind of like he's like having some good points, and then he's having some just like, you know, power creep and board tension, and you know, but I mean there was like no there was not much board tension in United Stormwind. It was like you were killing off your own stuff just so you could get your quest done, or you're killing off your stuff so your opponent could get your quest done. Against like Demon Hunter, Warlock, and Mage would all do those kind of plays. So, but you know, it's but I still hate this expansion. Yeah, so I mean, there's no is like obviously an exaggeration, but there was like it certainly felt much more than this of like I am not winning because I outplayed my opponent. I'm winning because I played my cards really efficiently and killed them, and my opponent was just, you know, it's like we're both playing our own games. Like we're playing golf, right? In golf, I win because I have a lower score than you, but like I'm not interacting with your decisions very much, right? That's kind of United Stormwind. You know, obviously there are exceptions, but I think that's yeah. Exactly. So he's getting this right completely. Like you couldn't stop your opponent. You could only kill them first. That was like the theme of the expansion, which I really didn't like. You couldn't like build a deck to stop a certain deck. You had to. The only way you could stop decks is by killing them first. Now I think inevitability is an okay thing. It just should be very slow. If you have a deck like Quest Mage, that's, you know, Quest Priest, which did see play, like that has the 10 mana win a game card. Most of the time you wouldn't even win with that card. Like it was incredibly slow. So and obviously that was the worst quest. But the point is like you can have, if you want inevitability, I think it should be slow. Yep. So if you're defending, he's right. Like if you do all these cards to defend, well, you slow down this deck's win condition, but then you're slower overall. So just everything is like fast. So he's getting some things definitely right here. Like he's getting some elements of what I think made this expansion terrible right. You know, he's making some things that I think are inaccurate, but like that's okay. Like so, we'll comment on those. I mean, he's showing a clip. You know, this version of Grow Rogue sucked. By the way, this was the bad one. You know. Yeah, so I think this is, you know, is a little lesson is sometimes when things are too similar, people don't tend to like it. So having that natural variance, even in win conditions. So, but yeah. So he's right there. Yeah. I do think people like underestimate like a lot of randomness feels bad, but I think it's actually creates so many fun moments. So people are I think they didn't think that. I think they thought like, oh, people are sick of like losing in ways, and I think they thought that like, oh, if we make these quests and make it very simple, people would actually like that, and I think people didn't. So there is this tone of like oh, of course this. We're really they had an idea. I think their idea proved to be really wrong. But like you have to try things out. You have to, so they had an idea, turned out to be a bad expansion. Obviously, some fringe players, some in Ninja's channel liked it, but I think they had an idea and it didn't work out. I mean, you balance quest lines and it still sucks. Like, so just saying that. Voyage to Sunken City was a fun expansion, so. Anyways. Alright, we're back to gameplay chat. This is interesting. Colossals? I loved Colossals. I completely disagree. So what did we were watching? We were reacting to Raren's video.
Malfurion versus Tyrande.
Dear Malfurion.
My beloved Tyrande.
All right, so I'll give you I'll give my conclusions on. So I mean, I think Raren got the core reason of like why. Theo, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. When is the podcast? In 2 hours, so we only got 2 more hours left to stream. Cole Neophyte's like useless in this matchup. Regret. I think hello. I think he got like the core of defenses. You couldn't win with defense, and quests do make like the game the same like every time, which a ton of players don't like. There's it creates that less feeling of like more ways to win, right? So it makes the games feel very similar, and there's this feeling of I'm racing to my win condition, but I can't really win by like racing, like stopping them. There's only go faster. That's something I hated about it. So yeah, I like my deck that, when I'm playing this deck against certain decks like Sith Mage, I have to decide, do I want to go aggressive or do I want to try and get out of range? I think that's fun. So I think he got the major points of why United Stormwind was bad, right? I think, you know, you use some things just like power creep bad, which, you know, sells tickets, right? You say power creep bad and everybody like gets excited for that shit, right?
And smell the flowers.
You know, like some of his Ngoro stuff, like why is he shitting on like Quest Druid? Like deck was never that OP. It was a lot of fun. You know, I really liked Quest Druid. That's what I'm saying. But and but so there's certain things that if you go on YouTube and you say, what's like the Beg thing where she goes like the meme where it's like you say power creep bad and everyone claps. But
Smell the flowers.
that it'd be fun again. So but yeah, I mean I think his major points were right. Like his major reasons why United Stormwind, right, you know, and the fact that it's getting 100,000 views, you know, part of people do resonate that they didn't like that expansion, you know. So, you know, obviously that's not like we don't have some statistical, I don't like have the stats on like we surveyed this amount of people and they said what do you think about, like I don't have that, right? But I think that's the overall point is fair. So, you know, it's not, you know, it's not like some sort of legal dissertation, right? It's a YouTube video. It's meant to be entertaining, and I think he got the right things right, but he also just used some, you know, examples that like didn't make sense because he's got to fill up 17 minutes, right? So so certain things were very much like I don't like this, therefore it's bad. But I think, like I said, the major points he got right in my opinion. So we're just talking about Raren's video. MC Tech, MC Tech, MC Tech. Bro. This isn't a taunt minion, I don't think. I don't think it actually counts for that. Wait, do I have a swipe in hand here? Oh, like double L would be so good if I had swipe here. But I don't have swipe. This is bad, man. This doesn't really do it, but what am I supposed to do? I don't know. You know what? Screw it.
Starting the operation. Take a load off. Time waits for no one.
I don't know, trading there might have been incorrect actually. Oppenheimer in his video. I don't know. Kind of getting wrecked here. Am I dead? Yep. Quest return, yeah. I mean, so yeah. So mainly, like, I don't like if I take his video, I don't want to like take some things that I think he said are wrong. I want to see like how good is his core point. I think his core point was good, but he had a lot of like, this is bad because of this, like, you know, stuff that he didn't. But like, it's a YouTube video, right? Like, so I think his core point, he nailed all the major things that are bad about United Stormwind and made it unfun for a huge amount of players. But the fact that, you know, people like, so yeah, it's fine video, you know. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not like, oh, Quest Rogue wasn't as bad as he says, like, you know, that's not his more point. So, but yeah, Jay will, you know, I mean, this is like if you, Jay's in the, you know, academia, right? So in academia, if you make a paper and you get one thing wrong, they'll kind of say your whole paper is wrong, right? You know, and it kind of nullifies your whole point. So you have to be like very, very careful. But we're in the world of influencers and public opinion, where like it's not, you know, if you get everything like academically correct and it doesn't, the video doesn't resonate and feel authentic, like you're a lawyer, you're not gonna get views, right? He has to make an entertaining video. So like some of his points aren't gonna be as strong. That's kind of how I view it. Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's like that's the hard thing about, you know, the boy who cried power creep, right? Like everything is power creep. Everything. I do feel like so many players' point of view on things are like, "Hey, I lost, therefore bad design." Um, you know, so if I'm like looking at someone's point of view, I want to see why it's like I want to see them lose and have fun. Like when are they losing and having fun? Because if you're just always like just wanting to win, feeling only good when you win, it can be really tough to like cater to you, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for sometimes in these situations. Actually, much rather hit Tortolan here. That's very good.
And smell the flowers.
Yeah. And like I said, I think he got the core reasons of why United Stormwind was not fun. But you know, he'll say things like, "Oh, the quest lines are bad," and I'm like, I don't know why quest lines are bad, right? Like, why are quest lines bad? It just seems very like, hey, we didn't like this, so everything about it is bad. You know, but I think he did get the core reasons, right? I think I'm winning here. I like Quest Mage. You can burn in hell, Fury Wrath. Quest Mage is in my top 3 most hated list decks of my life. Quest Mage, like Highlander Hunter. But yeah.
Witness true arcane magic.
Often liked. It's more like Highlander Hunter would just play one card and hit face every turn. That's why I hated it. Mainly because it was like it didn't really win with board interaction. It just would like it would equip that dragon weapon often, that 3-mana dragon weapon, and it would play a dragon every turn and just hit face. It wouldn't hit the boards, so it was just very, it was just so like repetitive, and skillless. Yeah, I hate that deck, dude. this is kind of good, right?
Muzzle their magic. Muzzle their magic.
Wait, shit, chat. I effed up. Bad order, right? Wild Seeds was a different Highlander Hunter. I'm talking about like the Highlander Hunter of the Demon Hunter expansion, like where we're ahead in Rage Warrior when they nerfed everything, and then all of a sudden Highlander Hunter was the best deck in the game. I really hated when that happened. That's the Highlander Hunter I hated. There's some builds of Highlander Hunter I didn't hate, and I just didn't like that this like skillless deck was like the best. Even when I made it to GM, like I didn't want to bring Highlander Hunter, but it was like too good not to bring for my lineup. With the why was it bad order? Because he had eruptions in his deck, so I could have hit the minion and it could have wrecked me. This thing. He doesn't have much left, right? So that's both of his giants. That's all of his ethereal oracles. So I think if I just, I don't know. Does this work? But he's probably got his own ceaseless. That's the weakness of this play. I could have drawn a full hand there. Oh no, this actually, this is weird. I have to draw like hydration station here, I think. That's bad.
I'm out of cards.
Yeah. I mean, if he was making like an academic point, I would say just cut this Druid quest out of it. Remember, like he has to fill up a video and create a narrative and create emotional feelings. Like he has to create creates like the feeling like this was obvious, where in my opinion it wasn't obvious. Like that's the big thing. Like I don't think it was just objectively obvious that United and Stormwind was going to be a failure. You know, so he's kind of making it like, oh, everyone knew this, but the devs didn't know, and I'm like. Because I know the previous expansions, when they nerf all aggro, which I liked, and then so many people complained about 45-minute games. So I remember this, and I remember liking that. But I know there were other people who are like, oh, I'm sick of like these games going on forever, right? So it's safe to say they learned nothing. Yeah, so that's it's probably just this like the take of like it's so obvious, you know? But like if you're a content creator, like you want people to come to you and they're like, yeah, it was obvious. Like, so I mean, designing a game is hard, right? So yeah, it is how you get the click. So I get it, you know, like, so, but like I said, his core point on why United Stormwind bad, I think is correct. It's all his, dressings. It's like, it's all the little like things around it. Which that's what makes a fun YouTube video, right? You know, if you just say, "Hey, these things are bad," you have to create this narrative of like, "Man, these fools just." Twitch, thank you for the 5 months. Yeah.
I smell gold in them there waters. Keep on panning. You won't find a magically aged cheese. Keep on panning.
Leave me on Twitter. Let me know if you're interested. All right. And promote it. Oh, I don't. Oh my god, I don't know if I. Oh, so I should probably. I've never done the stuff, so I didn't know you were being on the front page. But yeah, I don't need to promote it more. Like, I think I'll be okay. But thank you for asking. You know, I mainly am just like my audience. People who want the coaching is people who already like the stream, and I've already learned from watching the stream. So that's kind of like my target audience. So
Keep on panning.
they're gonna be here anyways.
My hand is full.
Happy New Year, BlizzCon. Let's see if any.
Starting the operation.
I wonder.
Stop and smell the flowers.
For the wilds.
Wait, what the heck? Cheapens the ceaseless. I think you might be right, actually. Thank you, Twitch Tiger. So yeah.
Starting the operation.
Wait, does he have the full quest down here? Oh, did you? Okay. Too bad though.
Witness true arcane magic.
True. Can't blah blah blah. We will get a path of building for Path of Exile 2 because they'll like be able to see like what is the actual most powerful stuff kind of thing. I don't know. I'm probably like I don't know. It's weird. Like this is I don't know. I haven't gotten addicted to Path of 2. I just haven't like I don't know. But it's good. I'm making lots of progress in my life. Got my book I'm writing. I don't know. But yeah, wait, did they just they board locked themselves? Whoopsies. Yeah. What's the book about? The book is fundamentally about what it to like the like so the book is kind of like let's say I were to go play a new video game, right? No, you can't. How would I go about becoming good at that video game? You know? Or if I wanted to be like, so I think I've gotten good at a variety of different things, and I sort of systematically outline the kind of learning process of, so that's kind of, and I don't think like, I've read lots of books that are on this stuff before, and while they're fine, what they miss out on, in my opinion, is I feel like a lot of these books, they kind of are like, yeah, it's about, But mastery, it might not be mastery. It might just be like beginner stuff. Like how do you become just a legend player? You know. But yeah. So I think it's gonna be great. Like wait, my opponent. Wait. I think it's gonna be a one sentence the bullshit book. Yeah. So so I go over like all these different things that I've learned, like poker, like comedy, like dance, and even sex cult, which you'll find out what sex cult is soon. Will be finished. I'm targeting for like the end of next year. Like I've mostly finished writing it. I hired a. I'm talking to an editor.
TC-130 mental dislocation.
Together in harmony.
My hand is full.
I don't know Zero Miss. I've thought about that. So yeah, here's like a real interesting idea. Like this concept. This I learned from poker, and I had to figure out this. Like, how do you like when you're playing a game? Do you do what feels good, or do you fight your own feelings? Like, how do you use these different emotional mechanisms to play well? You know, it's actually kind of complicated. Wait, they got rid of both my guys here? That's such bullshit, actually. That's such bullshit. Alright, well, this sucks. I guess I get to draw a full hand. Flick the starship? I guess I can't now. I didn't expect this to come. I thought I had gotten rid of. Oh, they got this created by. Oh, that sucks. And they got the clear on my freaking jerkwad here. Alright.
Heroes that champion order.
And
I wonder.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
Time waits for no one.
take Yogg. I think I just wanted to take this here. Yogg costs too much mana. Flick your own ceaseless. Oh, that could be a play. Yeah, you flick your own ceaseless, then deny them the ceaseless, right?
TC-130 mental dislocation.
I don't know if they have lethal here. They have to kill off their own stuff to play the dragon, but they might have it. I haven't done the math. Oh, that's a ton of damage incoming. I'm probably dead here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think but actually, no. I think I'm not gonna go kill my own ceaseless here. I don't think it's worth it. And too bad I don't have MC Tech in my deck now. Guess I'll take this.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Stop and
I don't know. This is good. Probably. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably was supposed to flick it. Yeah. Oh, I mean, this would have won anyways, right? So. That's lethal, right? Damn, I'm getting rolled today, dude. Serial killers. Alright, on Monday. They're questioned. Questioned is a problem.
These could belong to a brand new species. Here's finding. Here's finding. Here's finding.
Let me think. I must move quickly.
I have endured enough.
For some reason I can't seem to get legend.
Malfurion versus Arthas.
I must protect the wild.
One dose solves any problem.
You won't find quite a magically aged cheese. For the wilds.
Have you ever read Flow? It's about like flow states. I haven't read that, but I probably like. I actually don't talk much about flow states in my book. I don't think I've used the word once in the book. When I think about it.
For the wilds.
The citadel stands strong.
Oh, enigmatic. Blah, 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 blah.
Engaging TC-130. Mental dislocator.
How enigmatic.
But son of a frost plague. Temporalis, right? Oh, there's a card that allows you to teleport in Path of Exile 2. Oh, and it's really cheap because the market got flooded. Raises, thank you for the prime. Wait, what the heck was that? Did you guys hear that? Bro. Dude, getting another frost plague is gonna cost me the game here. It sucks. That was gonna go double new heights. Oh, it's their hero? Okay. Dude, the frostbite to get it. Gotcha.
Eight combatant center.
Ooh, Bob's here, bro. Dude, I feel like not having Bob is legit, like, really hurt my win rate. Dude, that dog thing makes me feel like I'm hearing something.
Is too full.
Alright, this sucks. What exactly did you do here? I'm kind of getting wrecked here.
What to do?
No, I lose. What I didn't want to have happen. I don't know. I'm effed here. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I guess I hang in there one more turn. We have 7, 12.
Frost, mark of the
Edge. How am I getting so wrecked? Chat, I might go play on EU because I'm just playing bad. And EU will be easier than Asia. So we're just gonna go over to EU. Am I playing bad? I don't know. I'm a little out of it. Yeah. I do have a donation alert. It only goes if it's $10 or more. I think $5. I thought it used to go for $5. I can go check. Yeah, I do have Bob on EU. Will never get done. You know what? This one has like never gets done. Wait, oh, I should have done this one actually. Shit. I'm not playing. Alright, whatever.
Malfurion versus Tyrande.
Dear Malfurion.
My beloved Tyrande.
Say,
For the wild.
Witness true arcane magic.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Perfection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, Kind of want to steal this, but just steal the good card.
TC-130 into dislocator.
How enigmatic.
Oh, enigmatic. Blah 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 blah.
One dose solves any problem.
Eight combatant center, and I take the crown.
Insignificant. For the wilds.
I could just cube. Ah, this is fine. This is annoying for them.
Full.
This is a nice, powerful minion, right?
Thousand needles. Are you ready to rock?
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
My rage is not bound by size.
I'm not rooting for you.
Starting the operation. You won't find quite a magically aged cheese.
Everyone, stay in sync!
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Candle butts lighter.
The virtue of the wild.
Candle butts
I'm
lighter.
not rooting for you.
The time waits. Reveal Azeroth's potential.
I win. Planes, blah blah blah.
A world cleansed of evil.
All right, let me check on my donation.
One
See if it
dose
showed up on my
solves
Streamlabs.
any problem. What to do?
Hello, Muhammad. Thank you for the $3. Can we meet in Chicago, like a fan meeting? I haven't known you before, so I'll think about it. I'm not sure. So waited too long here.
I can't do it.
Light sings, and the impure fall.
The perfect hiding spot.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Stretch hard.
You're in the EU server, yeah. I was I was losing quite a bit on the Asia server. It's embarrassing. All right, we won this game pretty hard here, right?
It is finished. You win.
Man, my game crashed, chat. What the heck, dude?
Welcome back. Malfurion versus the Thunder King.
I am energy made manifest.
I must protect the wild.
Not good.
Not a cloud in sight.
Pretty bad.
Stop and
Keep on panning.
Impressed by my luscious display?
Bro. Your cactus contract is fun. Kind of sad it got nerfed. I liked it better when it was 1-2. It was an OP card, and now it's just like a bleh. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Swiftly.
Wait. Okay, they're just throwing here, right? Like,
Witness the strength of the sea.
okay. Crap, dude. Two C.
Another tower down.
You brain overheat. I do think I'm a little. I do feel a little burnt out today. A little. I don't know. I probably just need to do nothing for a little bit. I can definitely kind of feel the exhaustion.
Hear the call of Shardon.
Every loss, I can't, dude. Alright. We have Hex, I can't just lose here. That's awful, really bad actually. But I do gain 24 life. So maybe it's not bad, I don't know. I think MC Tech would be nice, right? It's time to switch decks. I just want to play this deck. I'm okay with losing.
Insignificant.
Not gonna happen. No Highlander Druid today.
Mysterious orb. What is your wisdom?
That sucks.
Swiftly.
This is awkward because I'm like actually just so close to wait, I can just play this. Okay, we'll do that then.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
You clear your Hearthstone palette? Yeah, I did.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Toys are much more fun to raise.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Time's up. Let's do this. Time's up.
I didn't expect that, dude. Yeah. Hanging in their hands, gamer with strikes again. Son of a high roll. I mean, we were winning that game. We did lead Leroy at that point once we got the ceaseless down. But yeah. Play ramp, yeah, but I didn't. So that's what's important.
Malfurion versus the Lich King.
Darkness comes on cold winds. I must protect the wild.
Have you thought about, I mean, Rainbow Death Knight's like the only other real control deck. Warrior's bad. Discover Hunter's good. That's not a control deck, it's kind of a value deck, but not really a control deck. But you do a Priest the other day? Priest was nice for a day, and then the second day I got real tired of it, so
The citadel stands strong.
messed up here. But could have done 1 damage to my face there.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
That's true, Burger. There's a lot of like lies and conspiracy theories out there, somehow denying this obvious fact that I've never lost a game. It's actually good drawing plays here. Just then they're not in the deck. That blows them. Double dimensional core is really good.
For the wilds.
No, we wait for them to go hell yeah, then we slam kill Drayden. That's the short answer. But we've got double new heights, we've got Unar, so we have the freedom to slam kill Drayden.
The citadel stands strong.
But we'd like to draw like second hydration station or some cubes. But yeah.
You could use a trim. You could use a trim.
Solves any problem.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Draws golden cobalt now, which is nice. We just get that like it's a free draw that it wasn't getting before. I'd like to draw a cube and then launch this plus cube.
Thousand needles. Are you ready to rock? Yeah. Little time.
want here.
Eight combatants enter.
Crap, dude.
I take
But it's good I have the cube here though. Plus 10 mana, so it's awkward for never play it, right?
Take a good
That's bad though.
never seen a light again.
Alright. Oh god, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, chat.
My hand is
Well, that worked out. Okay.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light again.
Got this. Mana, don't. Gotcha.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
time waits for no one.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Weird game.
I have but little time.
What to do?
I don't know what to do here.
Time waits for no one.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crest. My hand is full.
more Marins.
Stand and fight in darkest night!
I'd like to draw like Ceaseless. We drew Plague, we can go the Goblet preemptively. Probably just go standard pack here though. That's a mistake. Doesn't die. Wait, what? Oh, the one man went first. Never mind, it does die. There wasn't a mistake, I lied. So the poison I thought would have been procced by the Divine Shield, but the Marin one went first and then the poison one. So, yeah.
Enjoy the sound of silence.
Sucks, chat.
I'm almost out of cards.
This is good though. Well, I'm just gonna chill here. I'm not gonna use this.
Time waits for no one.
This seems pretty good though. 3 Ceaselesses. I never really have to take much damage now. Just gotta like wait for a bunch of turns and do a big unit or draw. I have like 80 so much life, so I should be fine.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
You ever just slam Killjoy in here? Yes. I always just slam Killjoy in here. I do this first though. If I didn't have 3 of these, I probably wouldn't do this here, but I have 3 of these, so I can afford it.
For the wilds.
Basically now it's survive to like +10/+10. Use all these cards, and then proceed to draw a full hand of demons. Did they Resca? No, they used the Resca already.
The runes beside your
That is that frustrating, but I can Yogg this. It's pretty good, right?
blood, remnants of life.
This is the kind of game I like though. Like both players have ridiculous life, and then we have to go into this like ultra late game scenario. Like this is the kind of timer that I'm cool with. I play this card and then I say, hey, in about 10 turns, I'll win. You know? I'm very okay with that. Y'all could screw us. Okay, my hand didn't get deleted. That's like the one way we can really lose. Ooh, temporary taunts. Bro. Okay.
Your world will fall to waste. Unholy.
This is what I
Symbol of
wanted.
death.
Super good. That's probably an easy win now.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could. I must report.
Mark of the bitter.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Serve the primate!
Foolish mongrel.
For the wild.
Yeah, there's. I mean, Yogg is like the only way we could possibly lose here, Kirk. That's why you don't use it. Like, we're so ahead here. Like, they have Hellion deck. We have a giant board. We have double ceaseless. We have 108 armor, and we have a potential to draw a full hand once we run out of value. So all this makes it like this is the only thing that could low roast the game, in my opinion here. So playing around it. Wheel of Death would probably win us the game, but it could lose us the game. Because here's what could happen. Like, if they discarded our hand with, like, the Warlock quest thing that, like, turns your whole hand to something else, and then they do a big C&E.
Join them.
I mean, going C&E here. What are they doing here? Look at that.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
Insignificant. Dissipate.
For the wilds.
No reprieve.
Yeah, so basically Yogg stuff is the only way I think we could lose here. Announce Darkness honestly wouldn't even be bad because you get the hero power. Like, it's just like, how do I possibly lose this game here? Like, I can beat multiple CNEs here. Why is he still here? I don't know. People try and find BS outs. Makes you a better player. They might have forgotten I have double ceaseless in hand.
Solves any problem.
That feels good. That feels good.
What would deck without cards that make it good? How good would it be? It would be bad. Or it would be aggro. Like there are aggro builds that are like Frost Death Knight. Yeah.
Time is short. I must report.
All forms of life will be. All forms of life will be crushed.
I don't concede. So they might not like. It's probably they're not paying attention that I'm holding Eonar, right? But imagine they figure out a way to like avoid this draw, and they just remove my voids over and over again. Like, and I'm just top decking one card per turn. Like if I didn't have Eonar in hand, I might not even be ahead here. But the fact that I have Eonar in hand is why I'm winning this game. So if they're not paying attention, they might not realize that. So. Yeah, they could have full cleared here. Maybe that's a legit way they could win the test. Like I'm not joking. They dirty re-up my ENR. They remove every threat individually, and they keep their hand full of Helio. Like it's very unlikely, right? Like it's like 1 in 1,000. But it's like 1 in 1,000 is better than 0, you know. And plus they might not like me, so. Remember, chat, if you want to be a great player, look for ways to hang in there instead of ways to give up. Yeah. So yeah, they want to do their big play.
Run for help!
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Discover pool is not limited by runes.
Good.
My cards are low. Where did they go? The cards are left. I am bereft.
Triple rune cards are undiscoverable, even for the decks that have the triple runes. So.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
problem.
Describe taste, cheesy, dude.
Time waits for no one.
They never expire. You can hold what? Oh, the free entry stuff.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Salty. It's not salty though. Is Trent Druid playable? Here in America, you can play Trent Druid. Despite the protests for it, the Constitution does guarantee you the freedom to play decks like Trent Druid. No matter, you know, but no. But we're on EU server, so who knows?
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
I love height.
The best you comes up to the hardest climb.
Time waits for no one.
I love height.
I'm sure this is correct, because this doesn't ramp me up. But it kind of just wins here. So.
Well played. waits for no one.
Weird situation. I might be losing this. I'm not sure. Don't really know what I do now. This is the punish for yeah. I think I launch cube next turn.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Time waits for no one.
I might be dead here. I don't know how this works. They got so much free spell damage, which is very frustrating. Unlucky. It's good that they got those, not the discount.
My hand is too full.
Ooh, that's good. Wait. I really thought that could only target enemies. Why did that target their own minion there? I thought that only targeted enemies, right? Where did Rad come from? Marin. Am I dead sure? No, they did the 3-mana spell that discounts a card and hit something, and it killed his own minion. So that's what I'm wondering about. But they can go face that card. So that's why I'm confused.
What to do?
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
witness true arcane magic. We hunger for vengeance. How enigmatic.
Time waits for no one. I'm almost out of cards. Well played. Well played.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
Insignificant.
Magic of life. Life, nature, all flourish under my care.
Insignificant.
Got him. Alright, chat.
Keep on panning.
Chat, I'm gonna call it. I'm going to do a podcast. So I'm gonna call it a little bit early. Alright. See you guys tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I need to take tomorrow. I need to take a day off eventually. I'm anyways, but yeah, coaching, I've got a Tuesday and Wednesday booked, but if you want to do a coaching session in the next 2 weeks, the sooner you get in, the more likely you're to get a spot. So, all right. So, yeah. Tito, is there? You guys, do you guys stream the? You don't stream it on Twitch, right? So, anyways, all right. I'll post it on my Twitter once I do it. So, all right. Okay. All right. Okay. Later, guys.